Hello friends, welcome back to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you for joining me today. Good morning, Saturday. It's going to be a good day, right? And I'm recording this at 11:45 p.m. So by the time I'm done, this is Friday night, it will be Saturday morning. So friends, I've had so much stuff I've had to do today. I will be checking my mic periodically. So if you see me do this, that's to make sure my mic is still working because the light is flashing on it. But I've been charging it. I thought it kept flashing and I was like, okay, I'm going to charge it and I'm going to get some of these done. I've almost got all of them done. So what I'm going to show you what we're doing, we are taking this unit and we are putting our small unit on that. Now, I have noticed in my small units that one of the pieces, I cut 1/4 inch too big. So, I'm having to trim each one of them off. And what I'm doing, I'm taking my longer ones and just laying them over here in the same order. So we're going to try to keep everything in the same order. I'm going to try to do it 4x4. There are 4 of our little squares and then 4 of our short rectangles. We have 4 of these and 4 of these. So we're actually doing 4 sets of each color that we have. And friends, I hope you saw my video from yesterday telling you if you wanted to go ahead and sew ahead, that is okay, because what we will be doing is moving this to Wednesdays after March. Well, we'll move it to Wednesdays in April. So if you want to go on and get yours done in March, that's perfectly fine. I may actually have a little time to sew on it. You know, like free sewing time. And if I do, I'll do a little sewing. Right now, I am still working on my Yuletide sampler too. February block. I haven't got it completely finished, but it's almost there. So friends, how are you doing this morning? It is a beautiful morning here in Louisiana. We've had some beautiful weather. Saturday, the day you're seeing this, it is scheduled to, I say scheduled. The weather prediction is that it's going to be a beautiful day. No rain. And if you're wondering why I'm saying this, today we are doing my father's birthday celebration. So, I don't know exactly how old he is. 76, I think. That's my best guess right now, is 76, because I'm 54, and I believe he was 22 when I was born. So, and I sit here and I think, man, you know, they thought we were babies when we had kids. I was 24 when I had my first one, you know, so him and my mom both were younger than me, because my mom is younger than my dad. They were both younger than me. And actually, 22 might have been when my older sister was born. So, if that's the case, he's 78. If that's the case. But I can't recall. I know I looked at my birth certificate once before and saw what it was, but I don't remember. I don't remember things like that. But I hope you guys are having a great Saturday. And if you're ill, I hope you get well soon, because we are coming into a beautiful time of the year. I'm getting ready. I know I should have planted my garden a little while back. I will be planting. I'm going to see if I can grow cilantro again this year, friends. I have not been successful in growing cilantro. I hope my chives come back. I don't know if they will. I already know my asparagus is coming back. My fig tree, it had beautiful leaves all over it, and we had some either near freezing or freezing nights that got it. So all the leaves have fallen off. So I probably will not have any figs on it again this year. It's a patio fig, and I'm just going to have to plant me a full-grown fig tree because I need a fig tree. My daddy has a fig tree at his house. And it seems to do good every few years. It does really well, but I want to have some seasonal figs because I want to make some breads and things like that with figs in it. Because I am about to try some different grains. And I have not had, well, I do eat bread. I'm not supposed to, but I do eat it. Okay. I have to think here, friends. I'm going to pull these because the colors here on the top are these. So when I flip them back over, they will be in order. So I am actually going to have to press these. So let's hope I can keep them in order. What I'll probably do is just press 4 at a time. And if that is the case, my goodness, we'll be here forever tonight. Okay, friends, I now have all of these pressed out. So I'm just going to flip this stack over, because now what we have to do is take our 4 sets of this color and we will add our long rectangle to the bottom of it. I believe that's how it's going to be. It's like that. So I'm going to turn these the way I need to put them together so they're easier to do that. But friends, I hope you have enjoyed doing this sew along. I believe this is probably the only step that we're going to get tonight or today, this morning, whenever you see this. Because I have a feeling it's probably all I'm going to get since it is so late. Like I said, I tried to get started on this earlier, but well, friends, it looks like my mic died on me and possibly my receiver too. So I have no idea how long you are going without sound. I won't know that until I edit. Hopefully not too long. But if you missed it, we're taking these now and adding our long rectangle on them. I have them laid on my table in the order they should be. I should be picking up pieces here. And I'm sure once I get them pieced together, I will have to trim the sizes to the correct size, because I'm noticing some of my pieces are having a little difficulty here. you know, but that's okay. I mean, even if they aren't the right size, we can make it work. And this is probably the only part I will get done today, which is perfectly fine. Uh, but if you are working on this and you have some progress you would like to share with others that are doing this, I do have a Facebook group. The link is down in the description, I believe, if you would like to join it. I do have to approve you joining it. So just know that if you have had your Facebook account less than a year, you may need to shoot me an email and let me know, hey, I'm a real person, because I try to protect my group as best I can. So just please know that. I try to keep the group as secure as possible. I try to use my best discretion as to who I allow in the group. Just because there's so much mess, and y'all know it, on Facebook now. So many spoofed accounts and things like that, and we don't like that. I want my Facebook page to be a page of positivity where you can share your quilting, crafting, whatever you do. Now, for sew-alongs, I do have featured posts for you to add pictures of the quilts in the comments if you are doing the quilt. You can go in the comments. So friends, once again, I'm sorry if the sound is not so good. We are going mic free again. Apparently my mic did not charge up today when I plugged it in. So it is now charging. I don't know what happened. It looks like maybe my charging block wasn't on. But it's always plugged in. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is my little charging case. It holds my mic and both of my mics and my receiver. The lights here are on. They weren't on earlier. So we're going mic free. So my sound, probably not the greatest. But I do throw my voice a lot better than some, I can say. My husband can't throw his voice for the life of him. He sounds to me like he's mumbling all the time. But of course, I am a little hard of hearing. Especially since I've had those, whatever I've had, cold, sickness, whatever it is, it kind of fills my ears up with stuff, fluid, and I can't hear real good. But that'll go away eventually. If I just keep taking all my sinus and allergy medicine, y'all. In Louisiana, that is a staple. You have sinus and allergy medicine all the time. Or I do. Because if the ragweed don't get you, the humidity that grows mold will get you. And mold grows everywhere. I don't care what people say. Mold grows everywhere. Now, we can do our best to abate it and control it. But sometimes, you know, you just have to realize it grows on the trees out in the yard. You can't keep it going everywhere. It's just the humidity is so high here that, you know, we just have that problem. Oh, friends, I feel progress is being made today, even though this is all I'm getting done, and I have a whole bunch more steps I need to do to get us there. But I am so excited about getting started on the next quilt. I haven't cut it out yet, but I will possibly do that today after my father's birthday celebration, because I'm not going to be there all day. And when I come home, I'm probably going to come home, take me a nice cold shower, put me some shorts on and some light clothes, and I may do a little bit of sewing, but I am going to catch up on other things first. I am going to catch up on the Charmed, I'm sure. Well, I'm probably just going to get it done. Completely 100% done. Because that's bothering me, it not being done. That I will get that done. I need to do a little going through tomorrow. Getting everything for the D-stash ready. I tried to do 30 items or 30 sets of items. I have some things that are little things that I may just do as a whole box. Miscellaneous items, a whole box. Some of the things are things I got in sew samplers, and I maybe used it for a little bit, but I don't use it now. So I'm getting rid of it. I don't have room to keep items that I don't use on the daily. And that's just, I mean, that's the truth, y'all. That's the truth. Miss Ava told me today, and I know she's probably watching, and I'm going to take you up on it. She told me today, she said she finally got to catch up on my videos, and she was watching when, probably where I was binding a quilt, and I was squaring it up, and she told me, she said, if you need us to square it up, we'll do that for you. And I'm like, yeah, that'll be great. Because she was like, I didn't realize your table was so small. It is. It's that small. I have enough room to sew. I don't have enough room to do everything else required in quilting. But I know she does have some large tables in her shop that I could use when I pick it up. But most of the time when I pick a quilt up, I'm really just not wanting to do that. But I am excited about the fabrics I got today or yesterday. Yeah, it's yesterday now because it is after midnight, guys. But I took me a nap this evening. Because I've gotten to where I just do that. I take a nap. And I feel great. I mean, I may not look like I'm rested. My eyes may be a little puffy. But that happens when I take a nap too. So. But I took me a little nap today. Which is not uncommon. On days I don't work, I normally do take a nap. Everybody needs a nap. You know, I wasn't one of those kids that fussed about taking naps in kindergarten. I might have been. I don't think I was. I remember my kindergarten teacher, if we took our nap, we had our nap mat, she would put a little spree. You know that candy spree? She put one of those on our mat, so when we woke up, we had us a little, you know, reward for taking our nap. So we had an incentive to take our nap. And she always told us, even if you don't go to sleep, just lay there and rest. 9 times out of 10, we fall asleep. I know I did every day. I don't think I ever had a day I didn't take my nap. But I tell you what, if I don't have my nap, I get really tired and I get really mean and nasty. I do. I'm one of those. I turn into a grizzly bear if I have not had my nap. We talked about that too with Miss Ava. Because her little baby, somebody woke him up or his nap wasn't finished, and we were talking about babies. Because my grandson is the same exact way. He don't get his nap out. Oh my goodness. He is, oh my goodness. He is unbearable. He is awful. But I completely understand it. When I get tired, I don't like myself and I don't like other people either. I just have, I actually tell my husband some days he's trying to talk to me and I'm so tired I can't even think, and I just tell him, please don't talk to me because I'm so tired. And a lot of times I'm tripping over myself trying to get to the bedroom to lay down to take a nap. But I tell him, please don't talk to me because I'll be mean because I don't, I'm tired. And at least I recognize that. And sometimes I'm literally just falling over myself just to get to the bedroom so I can lay down and get me some rest. But I just get like that. Sometimes I have no energy. I'm exhausted. I just need to lay down. And if I can close my eyes and just take me a little nap, a little 20-minute snoozer cat nap, yes, sirree, I'm a lot better. And I won't bite your head off. But I think I've been like that my whole life. I love my naps. I love taking my naps. It just feels so good and refreshed after a nap. But anyway, we were talking about that today too. Because our little old boy, he just seemed like a little booger bear. He's a sweetheart though. He's so happy. Such a cute little old happy baby. But his grandma had him. Miss Sharon, her mama. Ava's mama. She's there helping out in the shop, and I know it helps her out. But that little old boy, he has plenty of people that do not mind holding him and loving on him at all. He is not short of any lovings, for sure. Trying to make sure I'm keeping myself on track here. I didn't mix anything up. And this may be a short and sweet little video too. I mean, once I get these done, this is where I'm going to stop because I need to get my ice packs ready. Make sure they're all in the freezer because I am carrying a complete Southern staple. We've always had what I'm making at our holiday table. I think normally my aunt makes it, or it's something kind of like it. But I am making a broccoli raisin salad. I love it, and we have a restaurant in a neighboring town that they always have it in their salad section. which it's really like a side, not necessarily a salad. But I know my daddy always gets it, but it's kind of a staple at, if even at church potluck, somebody's going to make one here in the South. And I've got to make sure to have my cooling bowl. I have one of those Pampered Chef cooling bowls. They're supposed to stay cool. I don't know. But I got to make sure to have that ready. I'm just marrying all the flavors right now. In the morning, I will put it over in the serving bowl. And once we have it in the serving bowl, I'll put it over in my ice chest. I'm having to slice up some onions. My sister told me, she called me and asked me if I had some onions. And I'm like, well, yeah. I said, I went to the grocery store today, and do you know you cannot buy red onions individually right now? I said, I had to buy a whole bag of them. I was looking for, because 1.5 red onions is all I need. And I could only buy a bag of like 6 red onions. But that's okay. They'll get 8. So she asked me, she said, can we use 2 of them for the cookout? And I'm like, yes. I told her, I said, I'll tell you what, I'll go in and slice them up and put them in a bowl of ice water. So when we get there, they'll still be crispy and ready to go. That is the only way I will store onion in the fridge, is if it's sliced and in a bowl of ice water. That keeps it from going bad. It keeps it crispy. And if I have any onion left and it's not sliced, I go in and dice it up and put it in the freezer. Because I use diced onions all the time. But I have a feeling all these onions are going to be eaten. Because I'll probably do 1.5 onions sliced. Even though she said 2, I don't think that many people will eat the onion. But I know I have to get my food over in the crock pots and get them ready to go. I'll be doing that in the morning when I wake up. I'm going to set my alarm for 8 in the morning, so I can get up, get my shower, and get stuff put over in the crock pots that need to be in the crock pots. I'm doing chili dogs, friends. That's what I'm doing. And I do not like a grilled weenie for a hot dog. I just do not like it, because that to me makes them hard. I like my hot dog weenie to be cooked but soft. And I'm going to have some chili to make chili dogs. I don't know if anybody's bringing chips to eat with it, but I'll have broccoli salad. But I'm bringing all the chili, the hot dogs, mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup, relish, everything that goes on a hot dog. I was having a little trouble figuring this one out. It wanted to go at an angle. Some of them do that, friends. Some of them do that. Life ain't always a straight line. And that's okay. I guess instead of like Forrest Gump, life's not always like a box of chocolates. It could be like a quilt. It could twist and turn. Alrighty. Well, friends, got this step done. I'm going to show you my little train of squares I have here. This is what they look like. Not all of them look like that, but that's the gist. They're just different colors. So, friends, this is as far as we're going to go tonight. I hope you have enjoyed. Give me a thumbs up before you head out. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. We have a lot of sew-alongs coming this year. We do a sew-along every month. Some months I do take off to kind of catch up everything. We will be starting another one in April. It will be another Saturday sew-along. This quilt, the Sunbeam quilt, we will move it to Wednesdays. It will be our Whip It Wednesday because it is a work in progress. But feel free to work ahead if you want to. Not a big deal. It will be okay because we will all be getting our quilt done at some point. And I will continue to bring you all along so you can see my progress. This is not a tutorial. This is strictly a, hey, come sew with me. We are going to chit chat and have a good time. I hope you've enjoyed. I do love bringing you guys along. And don't forget, if you're working on this quilt, go to the Facebook group and put photos of your quilts up in the featured pin for the Sunbeam quilt, if that's the one you're working. I do put a featured pin for all of our sew-alongs that we do, so you can put your updated photos in each of them. So feel free to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, friends.